YouTube family. As you guys know, Pooh Shiesty pleads guilty in the hotel confrontation. That's right. He went all the way and said it. I'm guilty, Your Honor. Beam me up, Scotty. This might be for the long run. We don't know if it's for the long run yet, so I don't want to be a downer. I'm not going to say anything, but we're just going to read the charges, the paperwork, and what he's possibly facing. We're going to go over things of that nature. We're not going to try to be deep and try to make it seem what it's not. You know what I mean? Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like button, notification bell. Let's rock out with I Smoke Hip Hop Live.
Lontrell Williams on page 6.
Morning, Your Honor. Brad Cohen and Sam Zegna for the defendant.
Good morning.
Morning, Judge Ruben Scovey on behalf of the state.
He's coming, Your Honor. Ordered, sir.
Okay, good morning. Mr. Williams, you were arrested pursuant to an arrest warrant. It was issued June 3rd. It's charging you with aggravated battery with a firearm. And you have two attorneys here, or is it, I'm sorry, two attorneys in the state. Go ahead. You want to announce again?
Brad Cohen and Sam Zegna for the defendant.
Have you had a chance to review your resume?
Yes, Judge, we have.
Let's review as well.
Now, before we get through all of this, I wanted to read some of the charges in the cases first. But you know, the rapper and his co-defendant basically told the judge Thursday they wish to change their plea from not guilty to guilty. You know what I mean? The jailed rapper told the federal judge Thursday he intended to take a deal from the prosecutors and plead guilty in the Florida case. I mean, that tells you a lot's going on. It's probably seeming for the better now. Pooh Shiesty was expected to appear in court on Monday, October 25th to begin his trials over allegations he shot a man in Florida on October 9, 2020. Before we carry on, let's go to that news footage so you can see which one they were referring to, and that was the Ben Harbor one. Bay Harbor, that is.
Now, on just one station, surveillance cameras showing a new view of a violent shootout in a parking lot of a South Florida apartment building. The barrage of bullets sending 2 people to the hospital, and it lands a rapper in jail. 7 Sheldon Fox with the exclusive.
Broad daylight bullets, 2 hit. Over $500,000 in exotic cars. All of it on surveillance video obtained exclusively by 7 News from October in ultra-quiet Bay Harbor Islands. And it involves a recording artist, Pooh Shiesty, except unlike this clip, what happened here was no music video. The footage shows a McLaren sports car, Mercedes Maybach, and another Mercedes pull into this East Bay Harbor Drive condo parking lot. Men from the vehicles eventually get out and meet, and then this. The man in the white shirt has a pistol. The man in the black sweatshirt has a longer gun, and at about the same time, they begin firing before retreating back to the Maybach. The fancy getaway cars speed off, and one of 2 victims then hobbles to the car.
Skyforce 836.
The victims ended up at Aventura Hospital with injuries. But back to the scene for a moment. Police say the famous rapper was in that McLaren.
If I shoot my gun 300 shots.
Police and prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty was part of the group that ended up in this parking lot that October afternoon where the shots flew, and it happened right across the street from the police department and town hall here in Bay Harbor Islands, and days before an arrest.
The town of Bay Harbor Island says you're wanted for aggravated battery with a deadly weapon.
He's also charged with armed robbery. Bay Harbor police names one other for aggravated battery in their affidavit, saying the two left the state in a private jet.
Now,
police also using these Instagram.
Right after this situation, Pooh Shiesty got involved in another situation. But before we do that, let's read the rest. Now, basically, according to Rolling Stones, the Memphis rapper is now planning to plead guilty following undisclosed developments in the case. His defense lawyer, Bradford Cohen, told U.S. District Judge K. Michael Moore that Shiesty and his road manager, co-defendant Bobby Brown, no pun intended to the R&B legend, both wished to change their plea from not guilty to guilty during the hearing on Thursday, October 21st. We've entered into plea negotiations because there have been developments in the case that I think change the dynamics of the case, Cohen's revealed. See, that's why I think he might not do so long and like we think. You feel what I'm saying? It's like it's probably a deal that works out for everybody's best interest. So maybe a year or two, or maybe not at all, but we'll see. But let's keep reading. It says we've entered a different, plea situation. Now behind Pooh Shiesty been behind bars since July. Pooh Shiesty previously pleaded not guilty to 4-count of federal indictment, which carried a maximum of life in prison. The intended guilty plea means the trial has been removed from court's calendar with a formal change of plea hearing waiting to be scheduled. So Pooh is out here, you feel me, in the systematic of things, doing it the way he wanted to. Now, you gotta remember, prosecutors say Pooh Shiesty, Bobby Brown, and a third co-defendant, Jaden Dosora, robbed and allegedly shot 2 people at a Landon hotel in Bay Harbor Island. This is what they said, man. They wanted to bring it out the way and bring this forth to tell y'all what it was. And I feel like they try to make Pooh look more worse than what it says, because they say the footage allegedly showed Shiesty and Brown driving up the hotel along with the sergeant Mercedes Maybach, according to an FBI affidavit. And it's a lot they got going on in the attempts of it as well. But we remember the situation with Pooh Shiesty being involved in the alleged club incident, the famous one. If y'all remember this one over here. Let me fast forward some of it.
They hit him for his money. They done jacked Pooh Shiesty. They jacked Pooh Shiesty. They took his money. They jacked Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty shot. Pooh Shiesty let him. Oh shit. Pooh Shiesty let it off. They jacked Pooh Shiesty. They took his money. They jacked Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty shot. Pooh Shiesty let him. Oh shit. Pooh Shiesty let it off. They done jack his bitch ass in this bitch. Oh, look at everybody ready. Look at everybody tucking everybody ready. They jack Pooh.
I mean, we all remember that situation when things went left, even with the fake lawyer trying to speak for it. I mean, Pooh Shiesty, we feel, will be all right.
I ain't talking about no bitch.
I drive the boat. Big Shiesty drive them motherfuckers. Time for Shiesty drive them motherfuckers.
Hey, how the fuck to make the move?
I don't know, you gotta go to the Bluetooth. Ah, this shit so loud. I gotta show that. This is my boat. On tour. Don't play like this. Oh,
the fuck you fixing, Shaq? I'm talking about the motherfucking news.
What all my jewelry?
No. Shaq.
You chopped over my jewelry. I'm supposed to be here. That's what I feel like.
Damn, where the wheels at?
Where my phone is? Yeah. Captain, walk, shine, stacks.
I don't pitch.
Where my phone is? They all got cameras on. Yeah, they finna get that for us though. What that for? We gotta go in there. Give me some backwood. You got some backwood, bro?
A popular rapper arrested. He's accused of shooting a security guard at South Florida Gentlemen's Club and will. New at 5:30, a popular rapper arrested. He's accused of shooting a security guard at a South Florida Gentlemen's Club and will remain behind bars. A judge denied bond for 21-year-old Lontrell Williams, known as Pooh Shiesty. Police say he was performing at King of Diamonds in Miami over Memorial Day weekend when cash was knocked out of his pocket. When the crowd tried to grab it, police say he showed off his gun, and while he was being escorted out of the club, he fired a shot hitting the guard.
We're gonna do the video. Huh? Come here, talk to me. You can talk to me. What's up? What we doing? What's going on? It's too much. It's moving too fast. And I posted on my IG. Everybody excited for midnight? What we doing? Talk to me.